First off, welcome to the One Stop Podcast where we talk sports and all that other shit. I do apologize. I know it's been a while since the last time I've recorded anything. I mean, we haven't been on Facebook Live, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, none of that. Me and my partner, Devano. It's been a minute, and I do apologize to the people who's been waiting, who's been looking at our content. It's very appreciated, and I thank you, and we will be back soon. I promise you. It's been a lot of things going on, so, we just got to get things right. We want to bring great content to you guys, as well as going back and forth with the debate. Remember to subscribe, share, hit the bell, like the video, whichever you want. If you don't like it either, I can't tell people how to feel. I hope you like the videos that we do put out. But for me today, I just want to, as you can see, I got on my whole Carolina Panther gear. Win, lose, or draw, this is my squad. This is what I'm going to ride with, so I'm going to die with. You know what I mean? So, been a fan for a long time. So, we haven't had too many highs. We had a lot of lows. But at this point, my squad is my squad. And I just realized, I saw this morning that we did fire our GM, Marty. Now, my feelings on that. This is Marty's second go around anyway with the team. So how I feel that he did. In all honesty, I'm going to be real. Not too great. I can't even put the draft picks that we have, the goals that we got, I can't even give those to him. So I feel like he was probably a well-connected guy within the city of Charlotte, possibly, and probably just had a way to communicate and talk with the coaches and the staff, and it was like, it was worth keeping him around. So I'm excited to see who the Panthers pick up next as a GM, because looking at the talent we have, we're not winning games. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, because I say this to everybody I talk to when I'm talking sports and anything like that. I am not a Teddy Bridgewater fan. I'm just not. Like, even when he was in Minnesota, hell, even when he was at Louisville, like, wasn't a big fan of his. I think the guy can throw the ball, and I think he can definitely, shouts out to him, it's because of him that DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, got these 1,000 yards. I can't take that away from him at all. But I just don't feel like when it's time to win, when the game's on the line, I just don't think he has the whereabouts to get it done. Now, granted, I'm not going to put it all on him because our offensive line is not great. We got a lot of work to do. And in all honesty, I think that's what we should do first. We should build our offensive line. Like the same way we did in this past draft, we selected all defensive guys. And I think those defensive guys, as we can see, those guys are talented. Most of those guys are talented. Of course, we can say Chin and Brown. These guys are very talented. They just got to, get more comfortable with the game. I think next year they'll be much better. They'll know their spots within the defense, Matt Rule's defense. So I'm impressed with the talent of the guys we have on defense. So I'm not too upset that we use all our draft pick for defense on this past draft. But this year, I'm not saying we have to use all our picks on offensive players. Offensive line. But I say most of them, majority of them. If we got 7 picks, we got to use at least 5 of them, at least on the offensive line. That's just my feeling, because I think we got the receivers. I love DJ Moore. I love Robbie Anderson for the deep threat. Curtis Samuel is a dog to me. Like, I think you could put him at running back or receiver. I think the same way the fantasy football put Ty Montgomery as a running back / wide receiver, I think that's who Curtis Samuel is, because he's just one of those kind of players. Like, you put the ball in his hand, he's going to make something work. But I do think our offensive line is not that great. But that still doesn't excuse from Teddy Bridgewater. Now, we gave Teddy Bridgewater a sizable contract. So I'm pretty sure we're going to keep him. Again, I don't know the ins and outs of the contract, of if we can get out of it without taking that much hit towards the cap and whatnot. But it looks like we may have to stick with him for at least another year. So maybe another year, and maybe we get an off season this year. They get to come into camp and stuff like that. Maybe if we can get him, we can get some work in. He can see and pick his spots where, within the fourth quarter of his last 2 minutes, how he can win the game and not take those sacks. You know what I mean? Not take those sacks, and again, offensive line hold up. So again, I'm very skeptical about the offense. But I love the defensive talent that we have. And I think those guys are going to get better by next year, So, with that being said, I'm still excited about my team. I'm excited. McCaffrey, don't bring him back this season. All right? You hear me, Matt? Matt Rule. Do not bring him back this season. Like, Mike Davis is doing a serviceable job at the running back position. And again, you can throw Curtis Samuel back there. He is that dog that can get it done. He's that dog. So, I don't see any reason you should bring C-Mac back. Again, let's just hold him off to next year. I know he's probably back there itching to get back because he's a competitor, so he want to get back there. He want to ball. But at this point, this is one of those times where you got to save the players from themselves. If you get what I'm saying, right? So all in all, it looks like some changes is coming for my Carolina Panthers. But look, as a fan, I've been a fan since the team started. My father was a Cowboys fan, and I never could follow that suit with my dad. I always said, look, I played like running back growing up in my sports, and I always just pick running backs that I like. So I like Emmitt Smith, and I like Marshall Faulk, and I like, Adrian James. Like, I love watching running backs play because I always thought I was probably going to be a running back. No, no. But we gotta let C-Mac sent this out. And again, I'm a Panthers fan. I think I like the direction we're going. I hate that we lost so much close games. But again, this will take us back to the table where we can do a lot of things better. So again, to my Panther fans, Panther Nation, this is Darrell with the One Stop Podcast where we talk sports and all that other shit. Hey, let's keep pounding, fellas. We're gonna make some noise. Not this year, of course, because we were way out of the playoff. But next year, hey, let's keep in there, man. I feel that we're on the right track with the talent level that we have. Now, let's just see if we can get it all put together and put people in their right spots where they can make plays and we can get some shit together. So, again, thank you guys for tuning to the channel, watching. Remember to subscribe, click the like button, share, hit the bell so you can get notified every time I post something, whether I'm from my car, when I'm at work, or if I'm back in the lab with my brother, my homeboy, my friend, Devano, and we can, we'll appreciate you guys for enjoying the content, watching the content. This is Darrell, One Stop Podcast. Out.